Alrighty, hookups. Once you're at the campsite, this camper can connect to water and electrical. If you have electrical available, you will have the luxury of having 110 volts, which will allow you to use a TV and the AC. So we have this little bag in here. Open it up. So the yellow part goes right here into here. And you can tighten the ring if you want for like extra safety. Now this part would normally go into your campground's electrical pole. If that's a 30 amp service, you use it like this without an adapter. If you have all you have is 110 outlet, or say you're connecting it to your house's outdoor outlet or a generator, just use this little adapter, plug it in, and here you go, you have electrical hookup. And second connection, if you have it available at your campground, would be water. We have little nice labels here, it says fresh water. So this is what I believe is a 25 or 30 feet hose. The pressure regulator is already pre-installed. This is important. This protects the rig from over pressurizing the pipes. We have two options here. So option one would be a city water connection. So say you're at the campground where you have continuous water supply. You open up the cap right here. Oh, I made a little label that this side actually goes to RV. You twist it here. And then obviously this side would go to the outlet of the campground's water. Now, if you're coming to a campground that doesn't have a water hookup, or you're so-called dry camping or boondocking with no water connection, this trailer is equipped with a 30-gallon freshwater tank, and this is how you fill it out. You do it either at home before you go camping. When you pick up the trailer from us, the freshwater tank will be pre-filled, so you attach this little attachment, open the cap here. There is a little knob that allows to open or close it. You put it in here, and then you open the valve at your garden spout or whatever your connection is, and you fill the freshwater tank until you see the water coming out. Let's do it. So right now we're filling the freshwater tank, and the only way to know that it's full is actually just fill it till the water starts coming out. Okay, and once you have the water coming out, just close it. The excess water will just flow down, and now your freshwater tank is full. And now once we have our electrical and water hooked up, it's time to set up our kitchenette or kitchen, or you call it any way you want. So we have two doors, they're magnetic, very neat. So for the kitchenette slide out, you have a little knob here, you push it, and ta-da! Here comes out. Roll it all the way out. There's a little kickstand. It comes out. I believe there is a push button. Here we go. So that's like a little support. We also have like a little side kickstand. Okay, the water hookup goes right here. It's just a quick disconnect. You push it in, and here we got the water. Nothing comes out, because if you don't have a city water hookup but you're using the water in your tank, you actually have to use a water pump to build some pressure. Once the water pump is on, every time you start using the water pump will actually run a little bit just to build you enough pressure. Okay, if you're connected to a city water, you don't have to use the pump, the water will just run every time. Now, to set up a little sink, just set it right here. And here we have a little sink where you can do the dishes. This is actually very neat, like a utensils holder that goes around this wall. In this compartment, usually you will find all the utensils and cookware stored. The griddle is already done on this side, so all you have to do is just plug it in into quick disconnect on the A-frame up there. We also have a fridge that is a dual power, so-called dual power. It runs either on 110 or 12 volts to hook it up, and it's usually hooked up, but just in case if it gets disconnected or something. So the electrical, the 110 goes in this outlet, the 12 volt goes in that outlet, and you can have your fridge running on either source of power. And also we have a fancy add-on to this rig, a propane water heater. So if you have a continuous or city water supply and you want to have a luxury of having your own outdoor shower, this is so-called on-demand heater. It's stored in a box like this. Fairly easy to hook up. Take it like this, hook it up in this holder, install this little cover that prevents from the heat going onto the door. The propane part goes right here, so this will be the propane. You open up the valve to let the propane flow. Then you have the water hookup. Side. Make sure your water pump is stopped, or if you're connected to a city water, make sure that you turn the valve off, because otherwise the second you undo this handle, the water will just start coming out. So connect these two lines, and now we basically have water going directly into the heater. I'm going to turn the pump back on. Okay, and once we turn on the pump, the heater should start automatically. So here on the handle we just have like a little on-off button. Let's see if it works. Here we go. And it's actually hot. And so here you can regulate how hot you want the water, and I believe you can regulate the pressure. Alright, and if you want to have some privacy while you're taking a shower, we have this fancy pop-up shower booth. This is actually my first time setting it up, but I believe it's fairly easy to do. There we go. Shower booth is ready. I don't know if there is okay, so this is where you would bring your shower head through, and you can basically go in and enjoy the shower and a shower booth. How fancy is that?